Hey, what's up everybody? This is now a Liv Glaze channel, and this is Night's Bright. Apparently a new song for Liv, of course. Again, Liv, we're standing Liv here. I don't know why there's so many Liv songs back to back recently. I'm assuming she must have been the focus of a recent event or something, and then of course just doubling back on the older songs for her that I've been doing. So I'm like, you know what? Why stop the train now? We're here today. Flamebolts requested me in the comments of the last video to do this one, so here we are, and I guess without further ado, let's go! I'm already at peace. Ooh. Ooh. Now I can't tell where it's gonna go. Okay, it sounded like it was gonna go dark for a second there.
They might dimmed out in the dark, but their light still reach my eye. Who can deny the beauty of cold lips and sudden gravity? Through the scorch, I'm reminded out of our dreams. I wonder if one day the sun would disappear.
Oh, we got some percussion texture in here. Weird stuff, like woodblock style. Those pad vocals are really nice too. Oh, the feeling of this one. I'm not entirely sure what this means for the story yet.
I name on a star, see your style. They shine bright just like your smile, and guide me through the miles. I wonder.
The visuals are kind of giving me like an alternate universe feeling, so I don't know how one-to-one this is. I'm sure the lyrics are more direct than the visuals, maybe. This reverse stuff is really interesting too. It's like the lyrics are so like on point to the message here. Maybe this is just like a hopeful sort of message rather than being real, like a dream. An idealistic viewpoint, something like that. Like the sound design stuff was giving that too, with like the reverse stuff, that little like the chime at the end. Like there's so many things in here hinting that this isn't real. You know, like not 100%, and that's interesting. Yeah, this one's really getting to me. This one's really kind of bugging me. Not in like any like directly negative way, but that's kind of why the song is getting to me too, because it's not directly negative in any way either. There's this ambiguity to it that's just making me scratch my head, because I really don't know what the backstory is, despite me saying that this is a Liv Glaze channel now. I don't know everything that's happened, especially in more recent chapters. So like, why this? Why this vibe? Why this energy? Why this sort of like dreamscape sound? Why this floaty tone? Why this inability to, I guess, commit to a sound here that could have been a lot more upbeat and happy, because things clearly aren't. And it's also not angry or like directly and obtusely sad either. It's just kind of chilling with this feeling that you're stuck in a limbo. And I don't know what to do with that with Liv. I don't entirely know. It almost feels like this is, like I said, kind of an alternate universe thing where she didn't have to worry so much about things. Like, it's almost this gap time, like this pocket dimension where things are all right for the meantime, but she still has the lived experience, no pun intended, and she's still reflecting on that and kind of wishing things weren't this way, but also wishes they would go back to the way they were. So that is interesting to me, because I don't know entirely what that says about her story, where that could have come from. Did somebody pass? Did she pass? I don't think she's dead. Unless people that were around her would be gone. And if that's the case, that would probably hit a character like her very, very hard. So that could very well be the case too, where like maybe she lost somebody very important close to her, and now she's just sitting in this inability to commit to herself. And in that, we're getting it in the song as well. She doesn't feel like she's accepted whatever this sound is. Like, the music itself isn't committing to anything, so she's not, vice versa, and it just kind of leaves you floating and listing on the ocean. Like, there's really nowhere to go, there's no land, and if you maybe think you see something, it's so far off in the distance, it very well could be a mirage. Like, there's just no clear answer and no clear end to any of this, and that's the vibe that this song gives off. Like I said, there was a lot of sound design stuff that was doing that for me. The mystical, fantastical sort of energy on this song is basically unlike anything that I've heard from this game so far, so that's weird to me, because I don't recall this tone ever being approached in a prior song, and that makes me feel like this is a new direction they may be going as a whole for the music. Maybe they're choosing to go a little bit more of a traditional route for certain story-based music. I don't entirely know, because I know a lot of their stuff is electronic, and I do love that, but this might be an interesting direction for them to explore if they decide to do this more often, or this could be a one-off purely for the fact that it's supposed to feel different. It's supposed to feel very impactful and frankly kind of weird compared to the norm that we've grown. And it's just, where is this going is the thing that keeps bugging me, because I don't know where it came from either. I don't have those answers. So I'm sitting here hearing a song that doesn't seem to want to answer any of those questions, and it's bugging me a little bit, and in no way in a negative way, just more of in a frustrating way, because I am lacking that information. There were so many sound design things, like the whole reversal thing that was tripping me up, because I'm like, oh, is this like a flashback sort of thing? Because like that could be used in that format. It could also be used as a flash forward, or I guess it could even be used in the context of somebody getting stuck. Like there's like a glitch in the matrix of sorts. There's something wrong, which fits to my thought at the beginning of this section, where I'm like, maybe somebody's gone. If somebody you love is gone, it's very possible to have that moment that feels like it's frozen in time and you can't escape it, like this cycle that you're trapped in there, and that can lead to using that sound of having, you know, the rewind, or having that sort of an energy to your life, like you're not entirely sure where things are going to go, so the track is confused as well, and it's reflecting that in the sound design, as well as, again, those dreamlike qualities, the things like the chimes being used, more physical percussion, more traditional percussion choices in here, a lot of them a lot more like sharp and tactile, but also round and full, so it doesn't feel like they're too thin to fit in a more like emotional space like this song seems to be. And it's just like, where is that all going? It's again, it's bugging me, but for all the right reasons, for all the reasons I know that this composer probably wrote this song this way to specifically showcase these emotions. It's just bugging me that I don't know why. I have no answers, and I wish I did. But also, in the one time where I usually say, like, give me some sort of a lore breakdown, don't for this one because I'm not sure if I'm going to learn. Like from what I got in the comments of the last video, Gaze of Wind comes from around chapter 17, and I'm sure this happens much later given it was years after that. So I have a lot of lore to figure out, and I feel like it would be too spoilery to actually learn that. So if anyone writes comments about what the lore breakdown is for this, I'm just going to avoid them to the best of my abilities because I don't want to learn right now. I want to be able to experience the story of these characters a little bit more naturally than usual, kind of similar to other games that I've covered where I've since started playing them and going through them, and I'm now avoiding certain media so I don't spoil myself for it because I do want to experience that as I get to it naturally. But oh man, it is frustrating to hear a song that is so beautiful and composed so well, but not get any answers to it really within the song itself. And again, that's kind of the point with this one. The lyrics are ambiguous enough that it doesn't really lead you to any specific conclusion, but also it hints at something changing and the desire for Liv herself to wish that things were either the same or wish that they didn't happen the same way that they did. There's really nowhere for me to choose which path might be the more likely option, but my best guess is that somebody's gone now who shouldn't be. Or maybe they promised they wouldn't and then they lied, and that's causing this like emotional turmoil in a character who's only ever known how to be compassionate and give all of her trust to these people. And if that were something that were ripped away from her in just a fleeting moment, just one bad decision from another character, I could see that kind of sending Liv spiraling a little bit. So maybe that's what's going on. But either way, those are just speculations. Like I said, I don't really want you guys to leave any answers down in the comments below. Someday I will get there, but for now, I'm going to be done yapping about this. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you have another PGR song you want me to get to, by all means, drop it in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!